It's dreamy. The words roll off my skin like butter on hot buns, like velvet, keeping my soul warm. The doctrine of your love is a land of milk and honey, sweet tasting and mellifluous, likened to the consistent rhythm of rain, or a drumbeat. The pulse that reminds me of life's simple joys, like staying in bed all day on a weekend. A baby who wraps his fingers around your thumb, or the blooming of cherry blossoms in spring. They imply seasons change, and our troubles won't last always, and in that moment we become one with angels, ever present in the Creator's vicinity. All these things together birth a prodigy the universe envies.
Absolutely drowning in this. I'm screaming and I'm shouting for you to hear me, but us, it's toxic. And I love you so much that I can't remember how to love him. And you know me. You know me, but how can you truly know me when you don't know him? You know my mum, my dad, my sister, and my best friends, but you don't know my father. And this
is why I refuse to use certain words like date. Looking to speed things up that take time. If you can wait for a payday and save for the next one, can't you save he doesn't have a chance flex until after you give him the first one?
I'll say that again. I'm looking for long term. That's why I told her she's a star the first time we conversed. But she got a little angry. So I sing a couple notes, there's no way she could be mad at me. She told her friend Samsung took me to a different galaxy.
Her skin beckons me like sacred thresholds of synagogues. She makes me jealous of God's creativity. Because he made her with the same hands he used to carve continents, and I want to understand her body's contours. The twin valleys in her hips, the slender slope beyond her collarbone. I wish to climb it and find refuge in her lips. The modesty of her mouth. The modesty of her mouth melts me. She only utters honey-coated pleasantries, sentences that sound like choruses. I could listen to her till the concept of forever is fatigued.
Although I feel it is regrettable that it couldn't transpire into something more, but I wanted more. So you tell me, what's passion without love? What's love without a connection? What's a connection with no foundation? What is it? What is this? It is us. It is you and...
She was holding me in, saying, Ayo, you're mine, let's dig for gold. Let's dig for gold and we won't stop digging till it's golden, holding her open, reading her like a book. She just wanted someone to understand her, being on the same page was all it took, and now she's hooked. I'm bait. Got me talking all loud on this stage. But we connected like cursives in a way, the sheets come like our page. Syllables and full stops, oohs and ahs, her silence spoke volumes. I understood everything she didn't say. She said, take me away. Let me wait. Because man, then we're living in a day where sex is easier than love. Some man come like the Ice Age squirrel, the way they're always chasing it now.
So, how did you guys find tonight?
It was an amazing event. I loved the venue, the poets, and you were just amazing. You were doing that monologue.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
it was amazing. I
Thank
loved it.
you. How did you find it?
It was really cool. It was different because music wasn't really involved as heavily, so it was nice to kind of hear people's stories and hear people sharing their stories. It was really cool.
Okay. No one really knows him, but his superpower is his voice. That's kind of what I want to be. I don't really want to be famous, but I want my voice to be my superpower kind of thing. I want when I open my mouth, people hear me in, take me in, they're like, wow, he's got something to say, and I want that to be my power.
Another question for you guys. How are you guys finding it?
This is great. We're just talking a minute as well, like the whole concept of having people perform, then a pause for conversation in between the set. That's actually really good because then you're allowing people to discuss about what they've heard and it's just a vibe because you don't hear that. Most shows are just perform, and then over. No one really gets a chance to socialize. You know,
it is very abstract because with regards to the poetry and spoken word scene, there's not much there for us to do in an environment like this. For example, there's a show, there's a rapper, singers, then there's an open mic, and then one poet will go up, or there'll be one poet amongst 7 other rappers and singers. Here is literally creative writing, people that have something to say, have something to push out, and it's just very, very abstract with regards to normal shows. For example, like The Bell, I was talking to him about it, and it's like, there's not really a host in between doing his thing. It's kind of literally one person goes, there's a bell, you talk, there's a bell, and then everyone's like, okay, what's happening now?
Oh, that's
And then someone comes on stage and it's like,
take away from
bam.
the show.
So it's a really good platform because it reminds me of like kind of like American poetry, like Def Jam poetry, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very abstract, very creative writing based. I feel like I'm in an English after school club. You know what I mean? And it's just like, oh miss, I wrote some bars and it's really nice. And she's like, alright, come on then.
That's
Literally.
probably what's happening because I know there's a lot of poets in there, and poets get a lot of inspiration from other people's pieces. So if there's time in between sets to take a line that inspired you.
Yeah.
You're already writing in a break
You're there.
and doing your thing. So by the time you get home, you already got a publicity piece sorted out and
there.
networked with everyone else in the building, and then.
So you guys would definitely come again?
Oh yeah,
Performing
definitely.
or not, yeah?
Performing or not? I don't perform much these days. I'm just there to chill.
So I'll see you at the next one.
Definitely.
Okay.
Hopefully there is a next one.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice one. Good stuff.
I really enjoyed myself this evening because I feel like normally there's social events, but you come with your friends, you socialise amongst your friends, and then you go home, so you haven't really socialised. But I feel like events like sending notes, we actually could interact not just with the staff, but with other people. There was a really good vibe, and it actually got us to socialise, like actually socialise. So really big well done to the team. I enjoyed myself. Yay.
You're Benjamin, and you are Femi HasSpoken. So how did you guys find sending notes?
Loved it. It was good. It was a good opportunity to actually socialise because most events I go to, you perform, you wait backstage for the last act, then you go home. There's not much time to like interact with that.
Yeah, I would say the same. It was a very good night. Everyone was appreciative. Had unconventional system. Usually there's always like a host and break it up. There was something different, which is what we need because I feel like the event scene is like saturated with a lot of the same type of events. So it was a breath of fresh air to come to something that works a little bit differently. So I definitely enjoyed myself. I don't know, just more authentic branded events, like events that are actually about promoting the growth of the spoken word scene and not necessarily about trying to make money or trying to book the people that are hot at the moment, like actually trying to cultivate the scene. If we have more of that, events like this, obviously giving unexperienced writers and poets the chance to get to have their platform.
Speak louder as well.
So Centered Notes, amazing night, full of amazing poetry, amazing people, good conversation, and I've actually remembered the content element, and I'm looking forward to a great show, and well done to the team members, you've put on a great show. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying, yeah? This scented notes, yeah? My table didn't have a scented candle. It didn't have the scented candle. We had the notes though. No, but maybe I think this event was live. Make sure, if you're watching this video, I'm talking to you. If you're here, if you're listening or watching, one of the two, make sure you come to the next one. It's by force. The date will probably be underneath here. or subscribe there, or some of them things, but make sure you come. Well done to the team.
Hi guys. Oh yeah, this can be great turnout today.
Oh my God. All these feelings will cause me to repent. Yet, somehow, I can't help but drown in this fathom deep infatuation. I just can't get... What? Chibu? I just can't get Chibu out of my mind. I don't know Chibu, but I'm trying to leave my past behind. You see, Chibu left me for Chimamanda. Chimamanda, the sister of my cousin's best friend.